afternoon, Bill Thompson for Court Watch in Melbourne. I've just spent about an hour in the Melbourne Supreme Court listening to and watching testimony in the murder trial of Greg Lynn. The first half hour that I was there, I was listening to Dr. Melanie Archer giving evidence regarding blowfly maggots and pupae that were recovered from the scene of the deaths of Mrs. Clay and Mr. Hill. The evidence provided by Dr. Archer was interesting, especially for forensic pathologists. She was inexcused, and Dr. Matthew James Sorrell was called to the witness box to explain the background of analysing cell phone data to determine the time and whereabouts of mobile phones at in particular circumstances. Dr. Sorrell did go through extensive background information in terms of location of transmitting stations and towers, and the ability, especially in mountainous areas, for the system to allow recognition of the direction of the phone from a tower. And in mountainous areas, such as around Mount Hotham and Mount Buller, the ideal situation is if the mobile phone is in direct line of sight with the mobile phone tower, and the sensitivity of the systems varies according to distance and weather conditions and so on. I guess the highlight of the trial, the hour that I spent in the trial today, was when Dr. Sorrell was asked, what is a mobile phone network? And he went into a lengthy description of how phone companies like Telstra and Optus and Vodafone establish a network of base stations around the metropolitan areas and across Australia, so that people can access the network to make their phone calls and do messaging and surfing the web and so on. And he probably spoke for 10 minutes about the background to mobile phone networks, and then Judge Croucher interjected, well, how come my mobile phone service keeps dropping out? And there was a little bit of amusement in the court, and Dr. Sorrell referred to micro black spots in mobile phone networks, which I guess explains the situation for many of us that experience this sort of thing. But as I said, for me that was probably the highlight of my hour in the Supreme Court today. The jury was dismissed at about 2 minutes past 12 for a short break. I decided that it sounded as though the evidence from Dr. Sorrell was going to go on for several hours, including maps and estimates of directions and timescales for when services were available. It appears that Mrs. Clay's phone stopped transmitting information on the 19th of March. There was evidence of attempts to contact the service subsequently, but no contact was made from the phone after the 19th of March 2020. I'll see what the reports are in the media in due course, but it was an interesting hour in Court 3 in the Melbourne Supreme Court today. Bill Thompson for Court Watch in Melbourne.